Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel and to the start of another new game series called 3/4 Home. Now before I start, I took very careful strategies when picking out my games, and this game looked really cool, and it's one of those kind of Dan games where it's like it's got a great message, it's very simple, and it's very it can be very impactful, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and go right into this. So let's catch this out. All right, and Rad Demon, how's it going, dude? First one on the stream. Here we go. Because it goes right into here, right into the game as soon as I press X here. I've been out here for a while. Okay. Someone lost. I do not want to skip. I want to just... Mom might be getting worried. So they're out in the middle of a cornfield. Interesting. I'm not supposed to be here. Why? Sounds like a storm coming in. Ooh. That's like a skull, that house. I should probably get going. It's very interesting so far. How come, Rad? What's going on? Kind of eerie. What's this? Ooh, windmills. Oh, that's the loading screen. My bad. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I really like that graphic of rain like that. I like how simple this is so far. So yeah, 3/4 home. Ooh, oh, I love the sound of thunder. Press something. Okay, sounds good. Okay, we want to do a new game. Start from the top. Sure. Choose a story. Main game epilogue. And the wind will lift away our rot. We'll do main game. When I did buy this, I did get the extended version, which was different. Oh, you should be asleep. What time is it there, Red? She found a guitar pick on the side of the road. Are we this said she? I think we are. Oh, that's a guitar pick. Oh. 7:49. Oh wow, that's pretty early to go to sleep. Cause it's the same time here. Nebraska. We're okay. This game takes place in good old Nebraska. That still looks like a skull to me. I don't know. That's just how I see it. So are we driving? Oh, I thought that was my legit phone going off, and it's not. Can we move? Oh. Drive. Okay. R2. Okay. Hello? Music. Sure. Hello? Kelly, where are you? I'm driving. I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home. From where? Where did you go? I took a drive. I just took a drive. In this weather? Why? I need to clear my head. Christ, Kelly, you could have told someone where you were heading out. Sorry, I'll let you go next time. That would defeat the point, wouldn't it? Sorry, I'll let you know next time. You better. I was worried sick for a minute there. Okay. It won't happen. It won't happen again. Wait. What a name a word and you just say words. Wait, name a word. My friend's here. Oh, okay. I know you're used to living on your own, but now that you're back home, you have to let us know that you're going to be gone. That's fair. Please name a word. I don't know. Corn. See, I knew you were sensible, so where are you at? The McCarthy's Fields, I think. See, I knew you were sensible, so where are you at? The McCarthy Fields, I think. What? Why is she saying the same thing? Way out by the power station? There we go. Yeah, I can see it from here. Oh, that's the power station. Gotcha. You're a good 20 miles out. You okay on gas? Should be half a tank. That should be enough. Unless that sensor's acting up again. Here's hoping. Well, I'm not driving out there to save your ass if it runs dry. Not in this weather. Wow, some parent. Hopefully you don't have to. What were you thinking driving in this weather anyway? It seemed fine when I left. Okay. Oh, I went to press X there. How long ago did you leave? The clouds rolled in hours ago. This morning a while. You guys were still asleep. This morning. It must have been early. Your dad didn't hear you when you leave. Didn't hear you when you leave. And he was up by 5, I'm sure. He was out in the garden when I left. Him in that damn garden, he wakes up every day and thinks he's got a job to go to and just spends a day elbow deep in dirt instead. But he can't grow a damn thing, bless his heart. I heard he had a few tomatoes. Give him a break. Yeah, give him a break. Far be it to say anything to him. I gotta read that again. Far be it from me to say anything about it, especially with the way he hovers over those tomatoes like they were children. He's proud of those tomatoes. He named them. He's proud of those tomatoes. His pride and joy, he's out there right now covering them up with a tarp. Okay then, he said he had to protect them from the storm. Why? Oh, sorry. Why? There we go. Well, corny. Amazing. Real delicious, never made by the sky. Hell, if I know, I never heard of protecting a plant from the rain. Yeah, a plant needs rain, duh. Is he drunk? He said his leg was hurting him earlier, so it's probably one of those days. It'll be a miracle if he does fall flat on his ass trying to walk out in the mud with those crutches. How many has he had? Is it safe for him to be out there? You tried telling him not to, especially if he had a few. That man would jump off a roof if he got into his head that he should. He's had a few then? Damn, I keep pressing square. I'm gonna press X. Just a second, I'll check the trash. Don't police him. Yeah, don't police him. He's a man. What? I'm worried about him. He's had more than a couple. The pain must be really bad. I don't understand it, really, how someone's leg can hurt when there's no leg there. But I'm no doctor. UFO, unidentified flying object. That's right. Square, sorry. It's called Phantom Pain. You sure aren't. Hey, Yin, how's it going? It's called Phantom Pain. We'll go with that. I know what it's called, Kelly. I've been to all his appointments. Must be a bad one. He's had 5 beers already. He has been lately. Is 5 normal? He has been lately. No, it's her father we're talking about. He's as stubborn as you are. Man, these graphics are sometimes hard to read. What is it that he has last time, I asked? They can't grow it back. What's the point of getting poked again? Hi, Yin. Please don't fight me again. I got a big scar. I'm having a lag again. No, I'm sorry, Yin. He needs to keep up with his appointments. Yeah, he needs to keep up with his appointments. You tell him that he stopped listening to me a while ago. About it a while ago. I will. Maybe he'll actually listen to you. He's been better since he came home, you know. His spirits have picked up. What's different about today? I'm glad something good came out of all of it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Don't be like that, Kelly. You know we're happy to have you. It's good to be home. Could be under better circumstances. I'll wear you on. I'll wear you on. I'll wear on you quick. Okay, I'll just say good being home. I know you are probably lying, but you'll be back to your feet in no time. What's going on, Brad? I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention because I'm reading. I'm not lying. There we go. Look, I had to move back to your grandparents' house when I was 23. I would have lost my mind. I get it. I'm 24, man. Crap, I keep doing that. Sorry. It's okay. Blame it on getting old, both of us. You're not old. What? But you are? Feels like it lately. Yeah. Keep talking, Miss 24. Oh, before I forgot to ask, how did your interview go yesterday? It went okay, I guess. Keep... Oh, sorry, I forgot to press X the right one. Just okay? I don't know what to think about it. What does that mean? I don't know if I want the job or I got a weird vibe. I got a weird vibe. What, like a creepy vibe? Sort of. Who interviewed you? Was it Hank? I don't remember his name. If it wasn't Hank, maybe it was Jacob or maybe Charlie. I don't know who's in charge of hiring anymore. Either way, though, Hank is the boss. Dad can call him. Nah, it's okay. What? Do you want to call instead? I could do that. Dad can give you the number when you get home. Okay, is he still outside? I thought I heard him coming a minute ago. Where the hell did he go? Get to? How would I know? Wow, it has been really bad for some reason. Say toy boat as fast as you can 20 times. I'm 24 seconds behind. Huh. My Wi-Fi is on the fritz again. Just a second, I'm going back to look for him. Okay. David, hello, David! David! Mom, why are you yelling? I'm looking for your dad. Have you seen him? That's a dumbass question. He's upstairs. He was covered in mud. Are you mad at him? Oh, it's Ben. No, honey, I'm not mad at him. What's he doing up there? Probably getting cleaned up? Are you mad because he got mud on the carpet? He what? Oh, Jesus. What was he thinking? You only say what you when you're mad. He's taking a shower. Duh. Okay, you're right. I'm mad now, but not at you. Good. I didn't. Good. I didn't get mud on the floor. I got. If I got mud on the floor, would you be mad at me? That depends. Do it, and we won't have to find out. I wasn't going to. Who are you talking to? Your sister. Do you want to talk to her? No, there's a tornado watch. I'm gonna watch the news. Are you sure? Yeah, someone needs to watch the news just in case. Where's Kelly? She should be somewhere with a basement. She should be somewhere with a basement? Is she somewhere with a basement? What does that mean? The writing in this is really weird. She's on her way home. That didn't make sense to me. Tell her she should drive fast, but not too fast. Getting in a car wreck would be bad too. Not as bad as a tornado, but still very bad. Well, Nebraska, you're gonna get a tornado, so why don't you tell her? I'm gonna watch the news. Someone needs to watch the news. If you say so, Ben, keep me updated. Did you catch all that? Yeah. Ben's so young at me to tell you to drive faster. But not too fast. I don't know what to do with lag, dude. I'm sorry. Your dad tracked mud up all the way up the stairs. Christ almighty, I'm not cleaning this up. He can do it himself. Good. Uh-huh. So how's Ben doing? Oh, you know when he gets home. You know how he gets when it storms. He's been talking about how it wasn't in the forecast when he hasn't been locked up in his room. I mean, that sounds like me when it snows. See, I couldn't have known about the weather. Yeah, see, I couldn't have known about the weather. You could have come home a little bit sooner. I was busy. Yeah, clearing your head, whatever that means. I needed it. I'm not saying you didn't. So what's Ben been up to? Writing, I think. It's all he seems to do lately. You sure that's what he's doing? What's he writing? Oh, I don't know. He never lets me read any of it, but it's been good for him. He's been focused like I haven't seen him in a long time. Usually he'll focus on something really intensely for a little bit. But he gets frustrated so easily, gets so aimless. Like with the guitar, he was so into that when you lived here. But once you were gone, you just stopped caring about pretty much everything. Oh, that's sad. He's not playing anymore, or I didn't always stop. I didn't always stop. Yeah, maybe a month after you left, he didn't really have anything to focus on after that. It was getting worse after we pulled him out of school until he picked up writing last winter. It's been a blessing. Wow, how did I not know that? Guess you didn't ask, or haven't really paid that much attention. Found his guitar pick. Yeah? I wasn't gonna give it to him. I thought he'd like it. Still trying to give it to him. I just sort of figured out he'd still be into it. You were really out of touch there for a while, Kelly. Months without calling will do that. Yeah, well, I didn't realize. Wait, here's your father. David, what the hell were you doing out there? I told you I was covering my tomatoes. The storm's a bad one. Didn't want him to get beat up. Have you heard anyone doing that, David? Well, Nora, just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean that's not the smart thing to do. You tracked mud all over the carpet, too. Look at that. Skull, take your freaking shoes off. God damn it, I'll clean it up, sorry. Dad, you said a bad word. Mom, he's not allowed to say that. If I'm not allowed to say that, he's not allowed to say it. Sorry, bud, you're right. I'll put $1 in the jar. That's $27 I get to buy a game when it's $50. That's what you said. That's the deal. That's a cool little agreement there. Sometimes I wonder if you do that on purpose. I'll never tell who's on the phone. It's your daughter. That's so. Where is the girl? Here, you talk to her. I'm done playing go-between. Yeah, that's freaking hard as hell sometimes. Don't you want me to clean this up? Just take the phone. Yes, darling. Oh, shut up. Miss Kelly. Hey, Dad. Whoops, where the hell are you? Out by the wind farms. Shit, that's a good 15 minutes out in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing out there? $28, says Ben. Good one, Dad. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Whoops, that wasn't on purpose. Uh-huh. God almighty, you sound like your mother when you do that. Don't say that. Don't act like it's such a bad thing. She might feel insulted. Then don't tell her. Sure thing, baby girl. Thanks, Daddy. I guess, I don't know. What are you doing all the way out there? I went to the old barn. My parents' place? Yeah. How'd it look? I haven't been out there since the accident. Oh, God. It's looking rough. I don't want to see it like that. I didn't think you would. Ah, hell, this leg. Aw. Is it that bad? Worse. It's been a while. It's been in a while. Worse, it's been in a while. It must be the storm, atmospheric pressure changes, and all that, and the damnedest things. Though, weird feeling, hurting. Where there's nothing left to hurt. I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, well, it could be worse, couldn't it? Are you taking anything for it? No pain meds. Anything else? A drink now and then helps. Oh god, the music's picking up. Whatever helps you. It does. You can't be serious. I'm just sorry. It's what it is. Let's talk about something else, okay? Okay. So, what were you up to what were you up to at my parents' place? Just wanted to see it, reminiscing, thinking. What about? Why can't they talk about this when I get home? The future. What about it? How this will all work out. You stop that. We're all just gonna be fine. Things have a funny way of, well, not working out. At least going forward. I guess we'll see, huh? Is this any of my fault? I guess we'll see, huh? That's unavoidable, isn't it? For the most part. If all goes well, I guess it is. Who knows, maybe our luck can turn around. Your mom can find us a better job. My disability could go through. Ben could start seeing his new doctor in Omaha. You could finish up your degree. Hell, my garden might even pull through. What were you doing out there earlier anyway? Oh, whoops, I meant wrong button. I was carving out the tomatoes. That's weird. Keeps them protected. From water? No, Kelly, not from water. Though if it floods, we'd have a whole mess of other problems. What from then? A storm like this, we could see some nasty wind and hail, take the tomatoes right off the vine or bruise them up. That happens. Next thing you know, they'll rot off the vine. I guess that makes sense. See, always doubting your old man. I may be a bit of a fool, but there's a process to it all. You say so, Dad. I just noticed. Why would someone on crutches be trying to garden? It doesn't really help. It's not the most of easy things to do. It's probably quite difficult. Doubt all you want. It's the truth. Oh, hey, Ben. The meteorologist said that there may have been a funnel sightings in the county. Kelly needs to get home. Is she driving fast enough? Why don't you ask her? I need to keep watching. Tell her she should drive faster. You got it, bud. Ben's getting worried. Are you making good time? I think so. I'm by the high school. You still got a ways to go. Don't be reckless, but you ought to beat cheeks. That's different. Okay, this storm could get nasty. Oh, that's nasty. I'll get there when I get there. As long as you're being safe. So what happened to the school? What about? It's huge. They have a football field now? Since when did it have a second floor? A couple years back, I guess. It looks completely different. Yeah, I'll go with that. It's mostly empty, from what I hear. There's nowhere near enough kids to fill up the classrooms. That's a small population then. Then why did they do it? Yeah, then why did they do it? Because they could. The district had some sort of grant from the state. Wrestling teams won a couple big championships, so I guess our little corner is starting to get some attention. Seems pointless. I guess it makes sense. It was a waste of money if you ask me, spending so much on a high school with barely 200 kids. Yeah, that's something. Investing in our future. Not the future of this place. Most of them are like you. I run off as soon as they graduate. Some of us come back. Yeah, I'll say that. Last I heard, you weren't going to stick around any longer than you had to. That reminds me, when are you ever going to get back to your pal from high school? Eric or something, wasn't it? I was planning to. Wasn't planning to. Why not? You two were joined at the hip back then. I haven't seen him in 5 years. And I'm scared too, honestly. Scared too. What the hell's there to be scared about? What he'll think. What he'll say. What he'll say. What makes you think he'd have something bad to say? I left, Becky. I left. I don't get why that matters. Hell, you came back. I said I'd be. Never mind, you're right. That's what I like to hear. It's refreshing to hear those words. I hate confessing to people that they're right. Okay, hold on. I gotta pause this. Can I pause this? It's paused. Alright, I need to take a minute here to look at what's going on here in this chat. Okay, I'm good. No lagging. Yay, never mind. A whole bunch of freaking different language I can't read. Rad, stop. You're scaring me. Slaps, Rad, stop talking to me like that, please. Do it. William is on Wi-Fi, so that might be why I'm lagging so much. Okay, I need to just address this. Can Rad just be normal Rad for right now, please? Because I can't look at the chat. I can't look at the chat all the time. So please just cooperate. This is okay. That's not what I wanted to continue. Okay. She said you were right, didn't she? She did, and I am. Uh-huh. Oh, don't give me that look. What look? That one right there. David, you're imagining things. Why are you fighting? We're not, I was just going into the living room to watch the news. Come on. Okay, they're showing funnel clouds a few miles. Kelly, you know the look I'm talking about, don't you? That glare. You do it too, you know. I know it. You are. Yeah, I know it. See, I'm not crazy. Not crazy. Maybe a little bit drunk. I thought we were done with that. I didn't mean. Are those the tornado sirens? Yes, that might be. I can hear them too. A tornado. They're showing it on the news. Okay, Ben, you know the drill. Downstairs. Oh God, there's a freaking tornado. I want to watch it on the news. Benjamin, now. Most tornadoes only stay on the ground for a few minutes and travel less than 10 miles. This one is 12 miles away. Ben, now. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, okay? You guys get downstairs. Your mom is basically carrying Ben down the stairs. I'm heading downstairs now. Okay, you guys be safe. We will. I'll see. Don't you dare let her off that phone, David. She needs to pay attention to the road, Nora. I'm hanging up. Like hell you are. You keep off that goddamn phone. I'll listen to her getting sucked into that tornado before I have to sit around and just wait and just worry about it. God, I'm sorry. There would be so much debris that her phone would be destroyed before you could hear her get sucked into that tornado. Also, you have to put $2 in the jar. She could get in a wreck, especially with this wind. You would probably be able to hear her get into a wreck unless the phone gets thrown from the car or if it was crushed. Okay, bud, enough of that. You're gonna give your mother a heart attack. Ask her if she can see anything. Christ, Nora, here, you ask her. Talk to your mother, Kelly. Okay. Okay. Kelly, can you see anything out there? Just rain. No hail. No, just rain. The tornado was east of here. If Kelly went to Grandpa's house, she's northwest of here. She wouldn't see a tornado unless there was another one, which is very possible. I just want to make sure, Ben. If Kelly gets stuck in a tornado or gets in a car, can I have her computer? Benjamin. She won't need it. If she's not using it, no one will be. It wouldn't be fair if you couldn't have it. Okay, but I think that's fair. If Kelly gets stuck in a tornado, I'm sure she'd be okay with letting you have her computer. What about her room? Please, Ben, that's enough. I'll tell you what, we'll leave her room on the table. You never know. We could get some damage here, and her room might have a giant hole in the ceiling. If I were you, I'd wait and see on that investment. Alright, that's a good point. Your brother sometimes, God bless him. Let me talk to him. Your brother, oh, my bad. You sure about that? Yeah. Okay, you asked for it. Ben, here, talk to your sister. I don't want to. You can ask her about that computer. Let me have the phone. Death isn't gonna have a computer if you crash or get sucked into a tornado. Hello to you too, Ben. He also said that I might be able to have your room, but I'm holding off to see if it's more damage than mine after the storm before I commit. Smart business. It's just common sense. Anyone who thought it would come to the same conclusion. I guess you're right. Oh, my bad. You guess, or you know. You shouldn't have to guess if I'm right or not. I either am or I'm not. You are definitely right. Mom and Dad are arguing in the corner. They don't think I can hear them. What are they arguing about? Mom thinks you should be in the storage room on the east side of the house because she says it's further underground. Oh. She's wrong. One of the walls is only halfway covered. She also is afraid that the water heater in here could explode, and if that happens, we'd be killed even if we were in the other room. We'd burn to death. Jesus Christ. So you guys are in the safest room? We are least likely to be killed by a tornado if we are in this room, but there's no guarantee in either room. Tornadoes and debris are unpredictable. Sounds like you thought this out. It's just common sense. Yes. I can tell. How? You're not even here. I'm your sister. I don't understand what that has to do with it. Call it intuition. It must have given you some kind of clue, and intuition is just deductive reasoning that people don't realize they're doing. That's what it was. Okay, I really don't feel right. I'm sorry, Ben. You promised you could help me you promised not to call me that. Shit, I forgot. We're not allowed to say that word. Titan crash. It's been too long, dude. We're not. Yeah, it's not safe. Do I have to pay $1? Yes, that's the rule. Since I told Dad to eat shit, I got in trouble, and now everyone has to pay $1 if they swear. You just said it. Mom and Dad aren't listening, but I am. Are you going to tell them? Do I have to pay the? No. Okay, you still have to pay $1. No way. Oh, wait. No way. That's the rule. Then you have to pay up too. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, you don't have to pay $1. I knew we could agree. I hit the wrong button again. God damn it. Ben. Shit. Hey, just don't call me Benji again. I promise. Don't forget to promise this time. I really don't feel right. Anything I can do to help? How? We can just talk. What about? You've been writing a lot, haven't you? Yes. You think someone, like, would stop talking on the phone and concentrate on the road if you're in the middle of a freaking storm? Want me to read one of your stories? Oh, I got no response on that. Like how we used to tell stories to each other. All my stories are upstairs. It would be dangerous to go upstairs during tornado warnings. I didn't think about that. I wrote one today. I could tell it to you. You remember the whole thing? Yes, I have an excellent memory. That's right. Are you ready? I'm ready. A village sat in a wide valley high in the mountains. It was a place of plenty. A gash of green in the other wise, cold state rising above on all sides. Ooh, interesting so far. Those living in the village called the place Vu. Though those who lived higher in the mountains, burly miners digging for precious glints of yellow and blue, called the Trough. Those in the valley resented the use of this name, but meekly allowed its use by hardy mountain folk. Good God. The people of View, or the Trough, had lived there for centuries. They were mostly farmers, though a fair number of merchants made a home in the valley for most of the year, save for the month when they would venture upward into the mining towns to sell the harvest's bounty at a premium. They would return home with bags filled with chips of yellow and blue tied to their fine leather belts, clinking brightly with the wealth. The next year they would trade half of their shining flints to the farmers for a share of the harvest they would in turn cart up to the mining villages yet again. Food flowed up and outward from the valley, and the yellow and blue would trickle down, gathering in the valley like a collection basin. This continued for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. Dozens of generations of farmer fathers and merchant sons were born, grew wealthier with the mountain's precious stone, and were buried beneath the plush pasture of the valley. Until the beast descended. Ooh! The mining folk of the higher reaches of the mountains had passed tales of the beast around for as long as history stretched. At the highest peak of the northernmost mountain, they said, lived the beast. If watched in all directions, though, slit eyes biding its time until it would enact into calamity. It was a nightmare of the immense and terrible power the miners would whisper, a thing of abject cruelty. But it was also a patient creature. It waited until it felt ready to unleash such cruelty and malice until that its ravenous hunger for chaos would be sated. Some believed it waited until enough infants cried out with newborn wails to descend from its perch and devour each and every last babe. Good God! What is going on? Others believed it was simply waiting for an age of plenty before cascading down an era of sickness and madness, of fire and char and blood upon those who peered upon from the mountaintop. And one day, after hundreds of generations of farmers and traders had lived and died in the valley, it appeared in view. The beast had risen in the trough. It appeared without warning, with neither sound nor fear. It was simply there. Curled atop four legs, steaming breath rising from a black maw, leathery wings folded in on its hulking shape, it towered over the center of the village, ominously silent. It did not move. It did not even seem to be living, save for the seeping stream billowing from its slime-slicked snout. The village's warriors were called to arms, and the ceremonial horn echoed off the walls of the valley, aching towards a pregnant silence. Wow. After a moment stretched thin, they rushed towards the beast, their spears angled in all its massive form. The rest of the village watched from the safety of embroidered drapery as the spears splintered against the beast's hide and honed blades shattered like glass. The warriors fell to the earth, crying out with their arms as splinters and their spears hung lifeless by their sides. The beast did not stir. The village warriors were buried the next morning, having perished during the night. Those who tended their wounds would later calm their eyes turned black, as if light was leached from within. The people of View, or the Trough, gathered to discuss what was to be done. The beast slumbered. For how long? Why did it sleep? And perhaps, most worryingly of all, how did it arrive in their valley? Not a soul had been seen its arrival. It was almost as if the thing had simply materialized as the center of the village, or some proposed, had emerged from the earth itself. But if that was the case, how had the soil, their valuable, rich, rare earth of the source of their plenty and their affluence, birthed from such a terrible creature? The villagers wailed for their plight. "We have done nothing to deserve this," they cried. We should have not to carry this burden." Some were quick to suggest leaving, but where would they go? Villagers decided to stay in their valley. The creature slept and the creature breathed. With each breath, its skin rolled, animating the thorny black scales into a roiling obsidian briar. But it did not rouse, it did not move, it did not rain terror from the skies, nor did consume children by the souls. What was that one last? Oh, I didn't see that last part. It slept. The people of View considered sending an envoy to appeal its miners from the mountaintop for help, but they knew he'd receive none. So the farmers continued to tend their land. The merchants made their yearly trek up the treacherous trails to collect what little chips of wealth the miners had collected in exchange for the farmers' yield. Year after year, however, there seemed to be a little less. A little less harvest, a little less yellow and blue passed around the snowy alcoves carved from unforgiving rock, a little less green in the valley, and a little less light. This continued for 20 years until the day it began to rain. The people of View, or the Trough, watched the clouds roll in, not from the south, whence the clouds usually arrived laden with water from a faraway sea, but from the north there was but ice and stone and mountain. The rain draped the valley in a dampness that did not relent, but instead crept into every corner. The mountains themselves seemed to sweat and pour water into the valley. The water carried with it a quiet rot. Was that right? I can't go back anyway. The first harvest after it rains began producing a meager crop, and what little could be gathered was black with mold before a merchant had a chance to trade it in for their yellow and blue. The livestock fared no better. The animals began developing weeping sores, became infected, and killed with a quick fever. That winter, the people of the Trough or View watched one another waste away as they began to starve. The people of View would delay asking for help, no longer sending an envoy to the mountains to appeal for assistance. They found the mines deserted. The people of View were truly on their own. The next harvest was worse. Every last crop had turned mealy, interesting, and invested before midsummer. And by the end of the season, the last of their livestock were dead. The people of the Trough watched over one another descend into the state of a hungry madness, devouring the rotting woods slow, I can't say that word, from their homes in slimy heaps, and their fine leather belts that once held yellow and blue, now sprouting spores of black mold. The village and its residents were rotting away. A group of villagers approached the beast after the last of their livelihood had perished, slogging through the swamp of waist-high mud to make a plea to the beast. "We are sorry we have offended you, mighty creature. We offer ourselves to you in hopes you would sacrifice will satisfy your hunger." In unison, the villagers submerged themselves into a tarry mud, suffocating in the muck. Oh my god, the beast slept. As the rains from the north continued into their third year, a few remaining people from the Trough began to prophesy about the beast. It had come and brought with it great devastation. They could agree. It had brought the rains from the north and had brought a rot to the village that would not relent. Squatting in the little remained of their crumbling homes, they dreamt of the day that the beast would be satisfied when it would wake and leave their valley and allow them to farm the land. They dreamt of the day the miners would return, bringing with them the precious bits of wealth. The time will come, they said, when the beast will wake from its slumber, spread its wings, reaching out from one end of the valley to the other, and with the beat of those mighty wings, it will ascend aloft a squall, and the wind will lift away our rot. Villagers waited for this day to come. A generation came and went, born into the rain and long rotten in the moldy dirt. The few survivors had long abandoned hope that the beast would return to its mountain perch. It was perpetual and a manifestation of their loss. The beast slept until it did not. The day the beast awoke, the villagers celebrated. They watched it stretch its long, horrible form into into shape, hide shuddering as it shook the decades of rain from the thorny scales. They sang to the beast as it stood uncertainly and reared on its haunches, unfolding the scarred leather wings from one end of the valley to the other. The time of the beast's departure had finally arrived. The time has come for the cleansing wind. The beast held its wings, emitting a tired and ugly groan as it lifted from the sodden earth. With a final sigh, a shot high into the air, sending a great gust of wind through the valley that toppled what dismal dwellings remained of haphazardly standing. The valley was wiped clean. The villagers were knocked from their feet by the rush of the wind as they struggled upright. They felt the sun on their skin for the first time. They rejoiced, their pale forms dancing in a pitiful display of frailty. They could return to the ways of their ancestors. They could know plenty. They planted their first crop before the grass even greened with a newfound acuity for the hunger's pains and plagued them constantly. But the grass did not wax green, and the crops did not grow. The decades of rain from the north had left the earth poisoned. There was no going back. They would not know plenty, nor would they silence the constant muttering of their stomachs. The rot had been lifted in its place sterilely. The sun shone, but it was upon a new land, a land turned to jagged, unforgiving slate, where perhaps bits of yellow and blue could be scavenged, and if one dug deeply enough to find a petrified leather belt. That's the end. You remembered all of that? Oh, sorry. If I don't have it with me to read, I obviously remembered it. Did you like it? I did. I'll print you a copy when... What were you doing at Grandpa's house today? Just visiting. But there is no one to visit. I just wanted to see it. Oh. But why didn't you ask if I wanted to go? You were still asleep. You could have woken me up. Did you want to go? Not really. Did you find anything there? Something for you, actually. What is it? A guitar pick. Why would I want a guitar pick? You could use it. I don't play guitar anymore. We can play together. I don't want to. Why not? We used to. That was before. Now I don't care about guitar. Oh. You can give the guitar pick. I don't want it. I will. Are you crying? I'm just sad. Is it because that Jesse person kicked you out of your house? Ben, I don't. Or is it because you had to move back from home since you couldn't find a job? Mom and Dad were worried about both those things. They think you are sad because of that. Ben. Okay, Ben, give me the phone. Kelly's crying. I want to know why. I know, honey. Just let me talk to her, please. Come here, bud. Help me wind up this radio. We can listen to the weather report. Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong, Kelly? No, you're fine. Go help Dad. Okay, I'm sorry you're sad. Hi, Kelly. Are you okay? I'm fine. I don't believe you. I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, are you close to home? I can't believe the sirens are still going off. This might be the longest tornado warning we've ever had. They're saying 2 more have touched down in the county. Listen, when you get home, we all sit down and have a talk. I think we need it. I'd like that. You really can't tell where you are? 5 miles out, maybe? Okay, make sure you... What's that noise? Okay, I'm gonna have to let you go. Mom? Mom, you're breaking up. Oh, sorry. Oh, Ben, go. Mom? Kelly, Mom? Oh no. Is that the house, I think? That's the house she went to? Oh god, my controller's vibrating. That's it. That's it? What? What? Huh. I mean, I really like the theme of like there's a storm. It's a conversation between mother and not a mother, a daughter and her family, and it's just wow. Yeah, and it's over. It was a one and done game. That was the first time in a while that I'd done a one and done game. It's over. Oh, the epilogue? All right, sure. Maybe there's some more. I don't know. I thought it was the ending. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I almost died. Minnesota. So we were in Nebraska. Now this is Minnesota, I guess. Same concept? Oh. Okay. Call mom, just wait. Call. Hello? Hey mom, it's me. Oh, damn it. Oh, right. Me, who is me? It can't be Kelly, she never calls. Yeah, sorry. 3 months without a call and just sorry. I'm really sorry. You're getting there. It's good to hear your voice. You too, Mom. What made you finally decide to call? I don't know, I just wanted to. That has to be a first. I'm serious, I just wanted to talk. I believe you, it's just a surprise is all. Are you outside? It sounds like you're in a wind tunnel. Yeah, I'm waiting for my bus. Your brother told me that you guys were going to be getting into you guys were going to be getting a snowstorm. You're standing around in that? I'm used to it. I don't think I ever could, but why are you waiting for a bus? You got a car. You got your car fixed, didn't you? I did, but the roads are pretty bad. Taking a bus is better? How? It made sense earlier. I don't see how it could. How much longer are you stuck waiting for it? It should be here by now. What's keeping it? The roads? That's my guess. Which bus are you waiting for? The 404, I guess. Can you take the other one? You could warm up, maybe get a little bit closer to wherever you're going. That's not how buses work. And how would I know that? I'm just trying to help. I didn't say it was bad advice. That's sweet of you, trying to make me feel better. It's a start. But you have 3 months of unreturned calls to make up for it. Don't forget. How many times do I have to say I'm sorry? Oh, I don't know, until I'm tired of hearing it. Great. I might let you off the hook if you explain yourself. I don't think you understand the real reason. Oh. Wrong button again. Fine, we can skip over that part now. But I could ask you what you've been up to this whole time, wouldn't I? Oh, that's weird. The rain of the shape of the house. You would. Then, here you go. What's been keeping you so busy? Work? That's been a big part of it. Still at the same place? Whoa, that's weird. Yep. Are you still liking it there? That's alright, I guess. Ah, damn it, wrong button again. It's just alright. Come on now, it's a job and you don't hate it. It's better than I can say. Good job. Wrestling filthy farm dogs and giving them a bath. What are they going to... when they're just going to run around in the muck as soon as they get home. It's not exactly fulfilling work, Kelly. But I mean, it's fun, isn't it? Fun? Sure, sometimes, but a job is a job. It pays the bills. So I've heard. So is the coffee shop really busy that it takes up all of your time? You'd be surprised. People must want their coffee when it's that cold. And then some. Will you be able to get any time off for the holidays? You promised you'd come home this year. As soon as I can. Great. Did you already have a plane ticket? Not yet. You better get on that. It might be hard to find a ticket this late in the season. When you are looking to fly in after the semester is finishing up? Yep. Yep. When's that going to be? Just a couple more weeks. Sooner than I thought. Are your classes going alright? They're going pretty well. Hey, there's the bus. Nice. School, I should have gotten one sooner. Cut yourself a break. You can't be perfect. How come we didn't get in the bus? Why didn't we get in the bus? That's what I want to know. Why are we pretending that everything is okay? Can I just... Oh. Does that mean you'll be able to graduate in the spring? That's the plan. I have to start planning a trip for your graduation, and it might take some time, take some work for your dad to get a move in so it can be ready for travel. Your graduation should be more motivating for him. Okay, just stop. What is the conversation you wish you could have had? Can I say anything? But it isn't true. And? I don't know, I wish I could just told you then. Then tell me. I'm not doing well this semester. What? My grades are terrible. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just the classes I'm taking are difficult. I thought you were looking forward to the semester, especially that photography class. You brought that expensive camera and everything. That's kind of weird. I'm taking photography. Turns out the teacher hates me. That was before I knew I was terrible at it. That can't be true. I've seen some your pictures you've taken. They're good. They're boring. They're boring. That can't be true. I've seen... Oh, God. I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, please. My teacher agrees. He said that to you? She did. Oh, she. Sorry. I assumed. Never mind. So, what does she want you to do? She asked me to be more experimental. Like Picasso or something? Not exactly. What does that mean? Explain it to me. It's more about framing, subject choice, exposure. I'll pretend to know what you're talking about. How are you going to be more experimental? I have no idea. Can I just fake it? I mean, explain why you're doing this experimental without it being completely true? I could. You don't sound thrilled about the idea. I don't want to phone it in. That's admirable, I guess, but don't forget the priorities here. A grade is a grade. I'm working on it. Good, I hope you have a plan. Just have to do well on my final project. You will. I have a feeling. Here's hoping. What about you and the rest of your classes? Is there anything that you could do to help those grades out? What's all the questions, Mom? I'm just trying to understand what's going on. Yeah, my mom does the same thing. I don't think I can save them. You really wouldn't give me a break, would you? Well, you can't go through this again, Kelly. You said you'd get your good grades so you could graduate. There's something else going on. Are you doing okay? I'm fine. Then what's the deal? The classes are just tough. No, they weren't. Do I have to, like, stand, like, in this general area or something? But I didn't. No, they... You had more going on than you ever told me. Don't you ever want to talk to me about it? I want to listen. I want to help. Okay. Talk to me, Kelly. I want to be here for you. I want to help. Everything is falling apart. Okay, everything is not falling apart. That's what it feels like. Then let's talk it through it. Let's talk through it. I don't have any friends. And just you're having problems. I don't have any friends. What do you mean? What about Hannah and Kyle and his boyfriend? What's his name? How's she doing? This is not going anywhere. Good for you. I guess so. She seems happy. I thought this would be more exciting. I'm not so sure anymore. You don't sound very happy for her. The guy she married is a jerk. Oh, so you're avoiding her because of him? Pretty much. You could arrange to have a girls' dinner or something. That wouldn't go down too well. So it's the guy controlling on top of being a jerk? Exactly. I don't know if there's much you can do about it. Maybe she'll come to her senses and dump his sorry butt. I hope so. I do too. So is Hannah's situation the only thing getting you down? I guess so. Are you sure about that? I don't mind listening. I can tell that this is boring you. Problems are usually boring. Besides, you'd have to be boring yourself, wouldn't you? What? It's fine. I understand. You're not ready. For what? For whatever it is you're trying to get out of all this. I just want to talk to you. You want to let go of whatever it is been so damn determined to hold on to. What would that be? You have to tell me. Can I just leave? That's your bus. You better get on. That's not my bus. I'll go somewhere. Might as well don't. Might be don't want to get where you're supposed to be. Why are you talking like that? They'll go somewhere. Might be you don't want to get into where the bus is supposed to be. Why are you talking like that? They'll go somewhere. Might be you don't want to get into that where. Why is this? God. Oh my God. I don't know. Maybe just I'm bored. You seem to think I should be. Please just be clear with me. Get on the bus. I don't want to. Tough. Go. Call me soon though, please. Okay, well, just be safe. I'll try.